Good evening to you, welcome to the Hot and Spicy yet again. Now I did say last week I'd be using some bits and bobs and people like that. That was the plan, and I've even got some ribs in, but I'll have them in the week probably. So this is curry night. Why is it a curry night? Well, it's a big thanks really to Peter, if you're watching. Thank you so much. He sent me some fresh chilies which he's grown himself in the UK. Very good, and I'll show you them in a minute, show you a little clip of them. But let's so it's a lamb curry I've made myself. This is some basmati rice, garlic bread, and of course the old discs, poppadoms. Drink of choice, pedigree, Marsden's pedigree, ice cold, and Madri. So I'll have some well, hello Gareth, thank you for the breakfast on a Wednesday morning. Madri. Oh, we're using a different, using the straight razor today. Right, here we go. So how has Saturday been for you? Hope you're having a nice weekend, and I hope you've had a good week, you know, so far. So far, we're on Saturday, Paul. Yeah, okay. Right, come on. There's some coriander on the top of this. Lamb, beautiful. Let's try it. Right, the chilies I've used in this, because I wasn't sure. Here's a clip in little packages. It's about three of each chilies. Manzano, Rocoto, Jigsaw, Fatalli, orange habanero, yellow butt jalopy, and of course the most famous hot chili of them all, which is the Carolina Reaper. Now in this here, I blended in my little chopper, mini chopper, I love that thing. I blitzed the onions, the garlic, ginger, and I put one Jigsaw Fatalli and one Manzano Rocoto. And the Rocoto has got black seeds, like an orange yellow chili, little round thing. Got black seeds in it. And so I blended two of them in there, one of each, to see what the heat is. So oh, you can't beat lamb. So that's a nice. So I'm getting a heat at the back of the throat, slightly on the tongue. Is it a builder? We'll see. Just get a bit of sauce. Oh, there it is, yeah. So yeah. Oh, it's nice. It's clinging to my back of my throat. It's lovely. It's a nice heat to that. I think it'll get slightly hotter the more I eat, but it's a stinger. Lovely. Thank you, Peter. A bit of garlic bread. David Gom, in honour of you, sir. Just going to try this. Right, this is a new rice on me. Nice rice. I haven't forgot, don't worry. Just can't wait to try it. So cheers and good health to you. Thanks for joining me. That first one, oh, and it's cold. Ice cold beer it just can't be beat. It just cannot be beat. God, this lamb was in big chunks, and I've halved them and they're still big. So what I did was, as I say, I blitzed everything into like a paste really. Onions, garlic, ginger, chilies, and then just added the spices. So there's no sort of, oh, and I put some, the only thing you might see in here is, if you can tell what that is, it's bell pepper. I think I put half a bell pepper in. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Are you partaking in a bit of, what should we say, a bit of a evening, well, depends what time it is where you are. Are you having something to eat, I meant to say, trying to be clever. Because there's nothing worse, somebody nose running, there you go, so it's one of them, is it? Excuse me. Ah. As I mentioned before, some chilies make my nose run. Others don't. I can feel it now in the mouth. It's the whole mouth now. It's because I've had the sauce and everything's rolled round. Whole mouth burning. Yeah, that's lovely. Never. Oh, the Fatalli, I've heard, because it was Peter that sent me the powder and the Reaper. Carolina Reaper I've heard of. The butcher jalopy, I think that's the yellow ghost chili. But the Jigsaw Fatalli, not heard that before. And certainly not the Manzano Rocoto, is it? Very nice. That clip you seen with them all in their packets just now, I filmed that just after I had them because I knew there wouldn't be many left by then. Very kind, like Madry. A bit of a curry now, Ruby Murray. Anybody else having a curry? Can't beat lamb. Plus the fact there is half, I think half, left to put in the freezer. Wow. So obviously these are hot chilies, classed as, I think they're classed as super hots, maybe. Yeah, I think they are. But that heat, two chilies together, never had them before, is it was a good guess really, because as I say, my whole mouth's burning. And by the way, Pete, if you're watching this, the flavour is beautiful. I can tell it's, for me, I can tell the fresh chilli taste, but it's lovely. Now obviously they're not Reaper heat, but they're hot. There's over 1 million Scovilles here. I think if you add the two together, it could be 1.5 million, somewhere around there, Scoville units. And a Reaper's around the 2 to 2.3. You can feel it kick in the mouth. My eyes, I can tell in my eyes if they're glazing. I don't know if you can tell they're glazing, but lovely. So, enough of talking about my food. What's on your agenda this weekend? Anything? Anything exciting? What day was it? Was it last Wednesday? No. No, the weeks go so quick. I may have mentioned it in the last hot and spicy. 2 weeks ago, I think it was on a Wednesday, the rain that day was absolutely horrendous. Raining, and then it thrashed it as well, and then it just go back to just rain, and it was that sort of fine stuff. And I mean, just walking from a vehicle to a house and back soaked, that type of thing. That waterproofs on obviously, but I usually carry on in the rain. There's no point in messing, just get on with it. But there was a couple of these, wow, that is, oh, that's lovely. Burn, lovely. A couple of times when it was really torrential, I thought, I'm not getting out in this, and I sat it out for 5 minutes or however long that sort of outburst last. But wow, there was a lot of rain that day. There's a few rivers I pass on my route, shall we say, and some of them have been quite low, especially over that heat we had. And looking at them the day after the rain, really come up and brown, you know, really coming off the mountains and all sorts. Get a bit of weather chat and geography here, you know. See what I mean? There's a bit of coriander, or is otherwise known as cilantro, is it? So I cooked these in the if you, I think I've shown it in one video. I got like what they use in an Indian restaurant, pan, quite a deep, looks like a wok, but it's like steel or aluminium, is it? And I cooked off the lamb first, in some, oh Gareth, if you're watching this in work, PhD, I bought some of that you recommended some chili infused olive oil. I bought some and it was good, really good. So I used that, fried off the lamb, sealed it, and then added the onions, the garlic, the ginger and the chilies, cooked them off. Then I added the spices. I had everything ready, salt and pepper, everything in, mixed it, let that on a hot heat, really go in, and then I'd taken the lamb out by then, obviously, and going to go in then a tin of chopped tomatoes, tomato puree. I've also put a little bit of cinnamon, only half a teaspoon. I can't taste it, but it's meant to be a good addition to, not too much, to certain curries. And then the last bit of I put the lamb back in, then brought the heat down, let it simmer, and I put a quarter of the jar, just a bit of mango chutney, cleared it out into the mixed it all in, and it's lovely. But I'm really impressed with the heat and the flavour. Because there's a nice kick. Oh, there's a bit of mango chutney there. There's a nice kick to this. In the mouth, it almost comes, it doesn't sort of bang, it sort of comes up. It's there now. Burn, burn, burn. Give it about 30 seconds and then it'll die down again. You have another mouthful, build up again. So it's not a long lasting burn. But you can, the more you eat, why am I explaining? You know, it's just really. The more you eat, That's a good curry, Paul. Oh, thanks very much. It's usually I'm feeling more of the heat around the mouth. So when I said in the beginning it's a builder, or I can feel it now. The heat doesn't build any hotter. It just sort of, the more you eat, the more you feel it in the mouth. And then it sort of, as I say, it dies down. You have another mouthful, it comes back up. That's how I feel with it. Not that it's important. But that's how good that was. I'll have a bit of rice. That is really nice. So made my nose run. Filling the mouth. I think I have got a damp forehead. And my eyes slightly glazed. So to me, that's an achievement of heat, and that's oh, there you go, I can feel something here. So it's worked its magic. Have I brought the, oh, I've forgotten the chilli towel. I'll have to use one of these then. Paper towel. Yeah. So this rice, as I say, was a new thing I was trying for quickness. Because usually I boil my own rice, make my own rice. Well, not make the rice. Cook it myself. And can't beat it. This was a new idea that I think some companies trying this, like in a vacuum packed pot, and it's microwaved. So I thought, well, some of the packet rice you get after the microwave, just a clumpy load of rubbish. But this, as soon as you got out the pot, separated lovely. sort of fluffed up. It tastes nice, but I don't think you still can't be doing it yourself. Absolutely stunning. Sunday dinner. Get on with it. Sorry? Yeah, get on with it. Well, we got some... Oh, I tell you what I bought. I'm not having it tomorrow. There's a breast of lamb stuffed with sage and onion and rolled. It's quite a fatty bit of part of the lamb. It used to be very inexpensive, but even that's gone silly now. But anyway, I'm having lamb chops. I love lamb chops. Lamb chops, mashed potatoes, butter, a bit of salt and a bit of milk, creamy mash. Runner beans from the garden. I think there's some fava beans, as you call them, or the broad beans as we call them. So runner beans, broad beans, mashed potatoes, lamb chops, mint sauce on the lamb, and lascientos of gravy. Lots of gravy around the and maybe one or two of these, you never know. That's if we don't head off out somewhere. Lastminute.com decision, if you know what I mean. Do you ever do that? No, we'll have a weekend in, then tomorrow comes, do you fancy going out? Yeah, it's not a bad day, is it? Do you feel alright? Yeah, well, let's have it the next minute. Out you go. You poor buggers have to watch the... Well, you don't have to watch it. If we filmed it, you have to watch the video. You have the choice of watching the video. Yeah. Of our little outings. So it might be a relaxing day of home, or last minute may go out. If that's the case, I'll do the Sunday dinner for the evening. Lots of details in this video, isn't it? Stuff you don't need to know really, isn't it? Anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks again, Peter, for the fresh chilies. Really appreciate that. You're so lucky and very gifted in growing them, because the chilies themselves, the condition, they're beautiful. You know, they're like, you're going to show them in a show, so they're beautiful, shiny, perfect. So that was lovely. Madri, let's go in now, top that up. This I'll have next, and I've got some, what have I got now? I've got a crate of Carlin, I've got a Budweiser crate of them, so there's plenty of choice what I'll have, but we'll see what's next. Anyway, don't go on, too late. Have a great weekend. If you're having something to eat, enjoy yourselves, stay safe. See you in the morning for Paul H, if you follow me on there. If not, I'll see you in the next video, whenever that'll be. And I've just had a new I'm sorry, just remembered something. I have got a new delivery of odds and ends for this channel, so for me to go out and film using them, shall we say, which includes food. Well, I haven't ordered food, but what I've got enables me to eat food outside and prepare it and cook it. Okay, have a great weekend. Thanks again. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and bye bye.